In this video, we'll be talking about enrollment and case management. When you first log in as an implementation coordinator, you will be on the enrollment and case management page right when you log in. From here, the first thing you want to do is go up to the left sign in the upper right-hand corner and click on it. And here you can search for the case that you created in the last step. For us, that would be ABC Company. And then you select a plan year and a company location. Then click Setup Case. So now you can see a new case has been created. Up here in the upper left is a space for a case nickname. If you want to be able to identify a case more easily, you can enter in a nickname for a company here. So once you've added a nickname, if you would like to, the next thing to do will be to come over to the right-hand side and insert implementation start dates and end dates. These dates are just for your own reference. They are to give you an idea of when approximately you will start working on this case and when it should be wrapping up. So this is just for your own record's sake to have some sort of concept of how long this whole process of enrollment for this certain location might take. So you can input dates here. And then the enrollment start and end dates are just what they sound like. It's the dates that the enrollment will be happening. After you fill out those dates, the next thing to do will be to click into enrollment method. Here you can select if your case will be conducted face-to-face or virtually. If it's both, then you can check both. Next is to drop down the case type. So if you're going to be enrolling employees in core benefits, select core. If you're going to be doing VB only, select VB only. So for core cases, we allot about 45 minutes per employee meeting. For VB only, we allot 30 minutes. Once everything looks good on this page, you can press save. And then you'll see that more appears down here for us to do. But first, we're going to go over to locations and click in. Now, if you had multiple locations on this case, they would all be listed here, but we just have the one headquarters location, so we can click in here. The first thing that we'll do is go into Enrollment Availability. And on this page, what you're doing is selecting time slots for when benefit gurus will be meeting with employees. You can set up these appointment times based on whether they are in person or virtual, as well as setting them up based on shift. So in this case, I'm going to set up appointment times for video conference enrollments in shift 1. Then in order to block out time, you simply double click on the calendar and an appointment time block will appear, and you can drag it to however long you want that appointment time block to be. You can also drag these time blocks around and adjust them this way as well. And you can do the same thing on any days that you've marked as an open enrollment. You'll see if I try to do something on Sunday, April 5th, it'll give me this message in the lower right that says not within open enrollment dates. So you can only block out appointment times within the dates that you just selected that will be for enrollment. Once you're done with this, it automatically saves, so you can simply exit out in the upper left and then exit out again. And now we'll move over to the right-hand side to finish setting up this enrollment. We already included enrollment method and case type. The next thing to include will be any brokers who will be on the case. If there won't be any brokers on your case, you can just move past this step. There's no need to fill it out. If you do, then you can click the Add button. You'll see here that there are some individuals who are already in our system, but if you don't see the broker that you want to add, you can click Create and add the broker that you're going to work with here. Once you've completed the individual's information, simply click Add Broker, and you'll see that they now appear in this list of brokers. Another option that you have is to refer a broker that you'd like to work with by clicking this Refer button, and then enter their first and last name, their email address and phone number, and Enrollify will send them out a notification saying that you would like them to join your team. So simply select the broker that will be on your case and then click Add Brokers. You can see this broker is now on your case and exit. The next thing to add will be carrier and provider information. So click in here. These providers listed here are what you selected previously when you were setting up your company detail. So you simply click into the gear on the right-hand side So in the carriers providers section, you will be able to note what the provider broker split will be. So you can first start by selecting the broker. And then at the top, you can determine whether they'll be getting a commission percentage, and you can note that here, or you can note the fee percentage that they'll be receiving in this dropdown. Once you've provided the correct provider broker split, click Save at the bottom. Next, we'll include required learning for the enrollment. From here, you'll click on the Add button. And these are all of the professional development courses that are available on Enrollify. So if you see a course that you would like to require that your benefit gurus have taken prior to taking part in the enrollment, you can simply click the check mark next to the course name and then click Add Courses. If you're not sure if the course is something that you want to require, click into the course ID and you'll be taken directly to the course so that you can take a look at what exactly it entails and if it's something that you would like your benefit gurus to know before they take part in your case. Once you've made a decision, simply click Close Course in the upper left, and then you'll come back to this page and decide if you want to include that course or not. Once you've chosen the courses that you want to be requirements, click Add Courses. You'll see that they're here now and you can exit out in the upper left. The next thing we'll include is the incentive setup. Here you can include what you're going to offer to the benefit gurus who you will send proposals to be part of your enrollment. In the case incentive setup section, we have the option to pay your benefit gurus using a per seen or per sold incentive. This concept is provided as an alternative to the traditional per diem payment setup. It ensures that benefit gurus are focused on outcomes while remaining agnostic. In order to set up your payment this way, you can put the per seen amount up in the top left. You can indicate the per sold incentives to the right of each solution that will be offered at the enrollment. However, you may also choose to have carriers facilitate payment directly using their normal processes. To do that, simply check the box next to each solution and fill out the commission points that will be paid. You'll see in the upper right that there's also a space to include an additional amount. You may want to include an additional amount for things like benefit fairs and other events. This additional amount stipend would cover things like travel and lodging. You can also include an additional amount purpose should you wish to explain to the benefit gurus why you're including that amount. After you've filled out the information for your case incentive setup, the next thing you'll want to do is go up to the upper right hand corner and click on this message icon. This page allows you to edit the proposal message so that you can make it look exactly how you want it to when your benefit gurus receive it. The first thing you'll want to be sure that you fill out is the time for your preliminary kickoff call. This will let your benefit guru know when they can first expect to hear from you after receiving this proposal. It's important that benefit gurus know when you'll be contacting them and how they can get further information about the enrollment. If anything on this page isn't applicable to your enrollment, you'll want to remove it. For example, if you won't be requiring any training courses be completed by your benefit gurus, you'll want to remove this section which tells them which professional development coursework is required. In order to see exactly what your benefit gurus will see when they receive your proposal, you can click on this side-by-side icon. On the left is what it looks like to you in editing mode, but on the right is what it will look like to the benefit guru when they receive your proposal. Anything in these brackets like their name, company, enrollment dates, training completion dates, etc. will be automatically filled out from the information you've provided in the enrollment detail. For that reason, you won't want to adjust anything inside those brackets. Aside from that, we encourage you to make changes so that your proposal will be as precise as possible for your benefit gurus. Once you've finished making any changes you'd like, click on these crossed arrows to return to the previous screen. From here, click Save. Now your case incentive setup is complete. Click Save in the lower right to move on to the next step. The next thing you want to do is invite your enrollment team. So click into Enrollment Team. Depending on the type of enrollment you're conducting, you may want to narrow your search. You can do that by going to the top of the screen and specifying what state you'd like your gurus to come from, what providers they should be familiar with, what languages they should be able to speak, as well as the number of miles from the enrollment address. You will have the ability to favorite the benefit gurus that you like the most, and if you check this box next to the heart, then your most favorite benefit gurus will appear. You can check this box next to the virtual symbol if you want to find gurus who are only willing to conduct virtual enrollments. If you want to find benefit gurus who are only willing to conduct face-to-face enrollments, check this box. Or if you want benefit gurus who are willing to do both, this box will automatically be checked. Because this enrollment is only taking place in the state of California, automatically California is the only state option, and the providers that you set up in case details will also be the only providers available. If you don't select anything, that's perfectly fine. You can just click search, and Enrollify will pull all benefit gurus who might be applicable to your case. Now that you've clicked search, you'll see a full list of benefit gurus who are available to send proposals to. If you want to find more out about any individual benefit guru, simply click in to their profile and take a look at the information that's provided. Here you can see their guru level, which is affected by their customer rating, closing ratio, and lifetime VB sales, as well as the number of professional development courses that they've taken on the platform. Here you can also see if they have any E&O licensing, the states that they're licensed in, as well as their carrier appointments, the languages that they speak, and any ratings that they've been given. If the individual has included a video presentation, you can click here to view it. The idea behind viewing each benefit guru's profile is that you would be able to get to know them as much as possible prior to sending them a proposal or speaking with them one-on-one. If you feel that this individual might be a good match for you, simply exit and then check the box next to their name. In order to invite a guru to be part of your case, click Invite. You'll see that the information that you filled out earlier in the case incentive setup appears here. You do have the option to send each individual guru a separate proposal. You can do that by selecting one guru at a time to invite and changing their incentives here. This might come in handy if you have specific gurus that you want to incentivize to be on your case. This gives you the option to offer them a higher rate and better incentivize them to be part of your team. Once you're happy with the setup for the proposal, click Send. And it will be sent to each individual you selected. After your proposal has been sent, you can click the back arrow in the upper left to see all the individuals that you sent the proposal to. What's important to note is the color of this box with the pencil in it. If the box is yellow, it means the individual has yet to respond to your proposal. If the box is blue, it means they've sent you a counter offer. If it's green, they've accepted, and if it's red, they've declined. You can continue to check this page to see the responses of each individual that you invited. However, you will be notified if an individual sends you a counteroffer so that you can respond to them as quickly as possible. Now, if you click the back arrow one more time, it will take you back to the Edit Enrollment Detail page. From here, the next important detail is case communications. This feature allows you to schedule email, text, and voicemail drops to employees or benefit gurus on your case. Simply click on the Add button in the upper right-hand corner. First, select who you would like this communication to go to. If you would like to communicate with the benefit gurus on your case, select Benefit Gurus. If you would like to be able to communicate with the employees who will be seen during open enrollment, select All. If you want to communicate specifically with employees who either have or don't have appointments, you can do that here as well. If you'd like to send a notification that will be received by text and email, leave these two boxes checked as is. Next, select the date that you would like the communication to send, as well as the time. Next, you have the option to select from a template that has already been created. You can see from the title what the messaging will be about. Since this is a message that I'm sending to employees, I might use template text number 1 from HR. Then I will include a communication name. The communication name is simply for your own personal reference. And then I'll include a subject, which will be seen by the employees that I send this notification to. From here, you can alter this message as much as you would like. The URL can be changed in this box. And once you are happy with your messaging, click Save. You'll see on the main screen that this communication is now saved under the communication name that you gave it and gives the time that it will be sent. If you want to delete the communication, click the trash can. And if you'd like to edit it, simply click back in, make any changes you'd like, and then select Save again. Similarly, with creating a voicemail communication, click the Add button, select who you would like the voicemail to go to, click on Voice Call. If you'd like to leave the message at a certain time, select Leave Message. And then in order to record the message, check Play Message, and then click on the microphone. From here, when you're ready to start recording, simply click the microphone. You'll see that it says it's recording. When you're finished, select Stop, and your recording will immediately start to play back. If you're satisfied with what you created, select Use Recording. If not, click the microphone again to restart. That recording is now saved, and you can select the date and time that you would like it to send. You are required to include a communication name, a subject, and a message, although the individual will not receive these communications. They will just get the voicemail drop. When you're finished, select Save. Now you can see each communication that is scheduled to be sent. If you no longer want to send the communication, click the trash can, and if you'd like to edit the communication, just simply click back in and make any changes that you'd like. Once you're satisfied with the communication schedule that you've set up, click the X in the upper left. For now, the rest of the tabs on this page will not be applicable until after the enrollment has been completed. You will be able to see how to use these functions in the post-enrollment activities video. Make any last changes that you'd like, and once you're happy with how everything is set up, select Save on the bottom right. The most important thing to do next is to continue checking in on your enrollment team and seeing if you've received any responses. If anyone has accepted your proposal, it's a great idea to reach out to them either through the case communications that I just showed you or by going to the Communication tab on the left. Here's an option for you to communicate directly in a similar fashion to text messaging with any employees or gurus on your case. Simply click the Add button and then choose who you'd like to communicate with. Select the case that you're working on, and you'll see all the individuals who are available for you to speak with. Once benefit gurus have accepted your proposal, their names will also appear here, and you can select them and send them a message directly. Once you have benefit gurus who have accepted your proposal to be part of your enrollment, the next thing you'll want to do is generate appointments. In order to do this, you'll click back into the location. Click on Enrollment Availability. Find the time slots that you marked out earlier. If you click into them, you'll see the option to add assigned gurus. Click Add, and you'll see all gurus that have accepted your proposal. To add a guru to a time slot, check the box next to their photo, then click Add Gurus. This individual has now been added. You can exit out in the upper left. Make sure that you assign gurus for each time block individually. You'll see that I've assigned a guru to this time block, but if I click into the other one, it doesn't have one yet. You can assign multiple gurus to each time block or just one, but just make sure that each time block has been assigned gurus based on the number of employees that need to be seen. Once gurus have been assigned, click the X in the upper left. Then click Generate Appointments. You'll get a notification when the appointments have been generated successfully. What that means is that appointment times have been generated in the time blocks where you've assigned gurus. This action will create time slots that employees can choose from to schedule a meeting with a benefit guru. Now you can exit out in the upper left. Setting up your enrollment details is now complete. Click Save to save any changes that you've made. You're always welcome to come back to this screen to make any adjustments to the enrollment that are necessary. That's about it for this video. In the next video, we'll talk about post-enrollment activities.